So, when I say what's disgusting, I need everybody here to say ICE abductions. Ready? What's disgusting?
ICE abduction!
What's disgusting?
ICE abduction!
What's disgusting?
ICE abduction!
Make some noise, y'all. Give it up for yourselves. Less than 24 hours we made this call. 18 if we're counting. And yet all these beautiful people here are conscious. Understand that from LA to New York City to Providence, we will fight ICE, we will defend our communities, we will stand up for what is right. Let them hear you. Let them know that we're watching them just as much as they're watching us. My name is Gabriel pa que lo sepa. Of course, I gotta make a plug real quick because ¡No está mi boricua! ¡Hey! En los años 50, this flag con la azul clarita was illegal to have por la ley de la mordaza. Por eso yo la llevo a donde quiera. I will bring it everywhere because this shit was illegal to bring. Back in the 50s, it was illegal to own this flag. And so we represent everywhere we go because we know who we are. We know what we contributed and we know what's been stolen from us. We're here because the U.S. was there. And so I look at you all as I get up. These knees. The year 2025, and I look at all you beautiful faces, you people of conscience continuing to come out and fight against this injustice. It reminds me of the last 5 years. Raise your hand if you're out protesting in 2020. Hell yeah. Make some noise, y'all. We're continuing this fight. We're going to be out here in the streets until we're all free. The movement for Black Lives, the student intifada, Occupy Wall Street. We can keep going. All of these struggles. The flotilla right now, the fight against imperialism, all these things we know are connected. We're fighting fascism on a global level, on so many different fronts. We know attack on one of us is attack on all of us. And so it's all of these struggles culminating into all these different moments. Culminating into this process of resistance, culminating into this process of community defense, getting to know each other, coming out to these different rallies and protests because we know we're going to continue to show up, we're going to continue to stand up, and we're going to continue to speak up against this injustice. And that's why we're here today. That's why we're here today, because we got to keep that hope, we got to keep that fire, and we got to keep that fight. We can't be defeated. It's not an option. It's simply not an option. Any level of defeatism is just competition against ourselves. And there's enough competition out there. And when I look at all of you all, I know we can beat it. Yes. Before I introduce our first speaker, we got to understand what's at stake. We gotta understand what's at stake. We're seeing what's happening in LA. We saw what happened in New York City. It's our right to protest right now that's under attack right now. And that's why we gotta continue to stand out here. Just keep showing up, keep speaking up, keep standing up, and show them that they can make this shit illegal. They can make this shit illegal, and we'll continue to show up because we know these laws are not a reflection of timeless principles. We are people of conscience. We follow our moral compass. We know what's right for ourselves. We know what's right for others. And so as we continue to learn to fight for others, that's how we free ourselves. And so, to speak on this local level, to speak on the resistance at this local level here in Providence, please welcome to the mic for our first speaker. I believe it's Reina. Reina, where you at? Show some love to Reina, y'all, all the way to the mic!
I just want to start by saying, fuck ICE! Fuck ICE! ICE has been terrorizing all of our communities. all the way from Los Angeles, all the way to here and our local communities. I have seen it. I have seen it with my own eyes, even just going to New York. It is annoying, it is terrorizing, it is traumatizing for our children, for our communities, for your loved ones. Immigrants are working through all walks of life. They are people who pick your food. They are people who are in your healthcare system. They work and they build this economy up more than anybody else in this goddamn country. Tell you that I'm scared for my own life, but honestly, I am scared for my family more than anything else. That's why I speak here today, because I am scared for my family who came here to this country looking for a better life, but this is what we get, and that's unfair. So I want you to repeat after me. Abolish ICE! 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 Our communities are sick and tired of ICE terrorizing. We have our eyes on you, ICE. We're watching more than any time before.
Right.
The world is watching, your community is watching, and even the lawmakers are watching.
That's right.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Us united, they won't be able to take us down. So el pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Thank you so much. I'm gonna
You can find it in the bottom of your heart. Give Reina some more love! Because Reina was right. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. When we all get together, that's what we call people power. All power to the people. When we get together, that's how shit makes change. That's how we change history. Life isn't something that happens to us, it comes from us. And so when all these people of conscience get together, well, I see something in the making. I see a change happening in the winds of Providence. And the winds of change are blowing strong. And to continue to talk on that change that we so need here and abroad, please welcome our next speaker with the Palestinian Feminist Collective, a proud organizer and a good friend of mine. Please welcome Lubna!
Border walls, we don't need them!
Border walls, we don't need them!
What we need is total freedom!
What we need is total freedom!
Racist cops, we don't need them!
Racist cops, we don't need them!
What we need is total freedom!
What we need is total freedom!
DHS, we don't want them!
DHS, we don't want them!
What we want is total freedom!
What we want is total freedom!
Break the siege on Gaza now!
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 Break the siege, let it fall!
Break the siege, let it fall!
Freedom for us, freedom for all!
Freedom for us, freedom for all!
Give it up for yourselves, Providence! As we have stood for the last several days, watching the state at all levels, from ICE to police to the National Guard, rain hell on the people of Los Angeles. We have also seen our comrades out there say enough. Our people in Los Angeles understand that the inhumane kidnapping of immigrants in our communities is connected to the imperialist plunder that this country has caused across the world. They understand that the unconstitutional repression on free speech and civil rights is connected to the imperialist plunder across the world. They understand that attacking immigrant communities is connected to the racist state that has killed black and brown people for centuries, that has incarcerated black and brown people for centuries. So as we sit here and say abolish ICE, that means abolition of the police. It means abolition of imperialist plunder. It means abolition of the racist state incarceration. It means the abolition of capitalist warfare on the working class. It means abolition against sexual and gendered violence against all of our communities. And this fight against racist border regimes is connected to the fight against Zionism. It is connected to a genocide that has now lasted over 2 years on the besieged Gaza Strip. Yesterday, the Israeli state intercepted the Freedom Flotilla, the Madeleine boat. They dropped chemical weapons on the boat before seizing and kidnapping the 12 participants. But that boat set off to Gaza was to break this siege on Gaza that has now lasted more than 18 years. Yesterday and this morning, thousands from Tunisia and Algeria got on the buses to go to Egypt. They will join thousands more from all over the world on June 12th, who will begin the march to Rafah. Because as we witnessed world leaders and an international system not only tolerate, not only participate, but allow for a genocide that we are all watching from our Instagram balconies to go on for 2 years, people of the world are saying, not in our name. It is on all of us to follow the Gaza Freedom Flotilla, the march to Gaza over the next week and a half, because the more noise we make, the more the thousands of people who are going to Gaza to break the siege know that we're standing with them, the more the Palestinian people who have now endured decades of incarceration and colonial brutality know that we are committed to continue revitalizing this struggle, and the more world actors know they can't get away with shutting us all up. From LA to Palestine, we will win, we will declare victory, and our people all will be free.
How about we make some more noise for Luna? From Palestine to Mexico. All the border walls have got to go. From Palestine to Mexico. All these border walls have got to go. 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 Lumnet was just talking about how when we say abolish ICE, we mean abolish the police. Who here has heard of the Deportation Defense Network? Raise your hands if you're organizing with it, you're volunteering with it, if you called the number, if you even know the number, if you've heard of it. Raise them high, because we're talking about resistance here. We're talking about how resistance is glorious, and how we will be victorious. To give a proper introduction, I'm a proud organizer with the Deportation Defense Network. We've got a number, 401-975-1414. Memorize that number. We got people with flyers out here as well. This is a number that people can call whenever they have any suspicion of federal agents in their neighborhood, of ICE in their neighborhood. We show up, we mobilize the community, and we show them exactly what we're capable of, from LA to New York City to Providence. And we do it not for each other. We do it with each other. It's not an act of charity, it's an act of political activity. We understand that these are the forces of fascism that hate this kind of thing. They hate when we talk this way. They hate when we aggregate like this. They hate when we congregate like this. That's why we know they're watching, and we're going to continue to watch them. And that's why we do ICE Watch. We're going to watch them everywhere they go, so they know whenever they try and steal our loved ones, our neighbors, our co-workers, our family members, we'll be there. It's not business as usual anymore, so they can't go on as business as usual anymore. And to keep talking about this resistance to the local level, another proud organizer with the Party for Socialism and Liberation, please welcome to the stage, Jair!
When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
Woo! Hello, everybody. My name is Jair Perez. I'm the son of Guatemalan and Salvadoran immigrants. And I'm a proud member of the Party for Socialism and Liberation. I'm standing here almost 20 years since A Day Without an Immigrant, a national action where I marched with my dad down these streets to fight against fascist anti-immigrant legislation. All the threats Bush promised to harm immigrants with came crashing down after that day. They were trying to pass such absurd legislation that if you were a doctor and treated someone that was undocumented, you could go to jail for it.
Shame!
That bill fell apart under the force of the immigrant movement during that second Bush administration. Now I'm here today for similar reasons, as ICE terror is being directly challenged in the streets of Los Angeles. The people of LA remind everyone watching that the highways and all streets belong to the people, and we can take them away whenever we want. All the threats Trump has administered before he took office, all the intimidation tactics and social terror levied against immigrants has been met with an equal and opposite force in the streets of Los Angeles. The immigrant intifada. The people of this country have been students of struggle. Everyone my age has lived through the racist and Islamophobic war on terror. They lived through Hurricane Katrina. They lived through the 2008 financial crisis and Occupy. They've lived through the lynchings of Trayvon Martin and Mike Brown. They've lived through the pandemic and the George Floyd uprisings. They've lived through the genocide of Palestine and the movement to liberate it from Zionism. They are students of struggle, and they're getting ready to graduate. Not 6 months into this fascist nightmare, and the people of LA have already cornered ICE, burned cars, and taken the highway. Not 6 months and this counterattack against ICE already exists. It's already a reality. It's already history. Not 6 months and Trump has already had to call in the National Guard. And the crowds of Los Angeles were pushing them down the highway yesterday. This is why they terrorize us. Because they know what it looks like when we've had enough. They know what we're capable of. What it looks like when we stop fighting between ourselves and focus our rage on our shared enemy, our oppressor. So when the people of Los Angeles rose up to defend their neighbors, really, They were rising up to defend themselves.
That's right.
And it sends chills down the spine because the people are learning their power. And once they learn about it, they're never forgetting it. For over a year and a half, we watched the Palestinian people resist genocide on the world stage against all odds, damn near alone, but with worldwide support from the people of every single country in the world. And if they can resist with no food, no water, against a blockade, against genocide, an apartheid state by the most Nazi country in the world, we can resist. We can resist. Actually, I'll take it further. We owe Palestine our resistance. Because the genocide is coming from the White House. It's coming from the Capitol. We have the same oppressor. That's why we're all Palestinian. And at this moment of heightened oppression here domestically, a moment of unmasked fascism, that border czar was on TV crying that we're too mean to ICE. They're fucking afraid. That's why they terrorize us. That's why they brutalize us. So that we don't notice. And it's at this moment that we can turn the tide. We can make this whole system come crashing down if we understand our power and organize along those lines. Can the ruling class really handle two crises right now? Can they handle the backlash of the illegal capture of the Freedom Flotilla and a crisis for the national mobilization for the defense of immigrants? I don't think they can. They can barely handle their own White House stuff right now. This is the perfect time to show them our strength and resolve. Because these last 5 years, we've been in the gym. And the last 5 years in this city and across the country, I've never seen so many people organizing, raising their consciousness, building unity across labor, national liberation, and gender rights. That's right, that's right. We've learned so many lessons in the last 5 years alone. And the ruling class thinks they're dealing with the same exact people from 5 years ago during the George Floyd uprising. But we're stronger, and we're smarter, and we're faster. We have more capacity. We're more united, and most importantly, we're more organized. This is the perfect test of strength. To show them not only do we not need ICE, the police, the politicians, the Democratic or Republican parties, or anybody to do politics for us to keep us safe. We keep us safe. And we can take the streets and shape history whenever we want. And not only do we not need them, but we're better off without them. And that's the only thing between us and revolution. How many of us believe and operate on the fact that we don't need our oppressor and that we're better off without them? And really start thinking and planning about how to live beyond them, after them. When ICE showed up in LA 2 days ago and locked up migrants in a basement, who came to save them? Was it politicians or was it the people?
The people!
It was us. We make history. We change the world. Every bridge built, every student instructed, every drop of blood donated, every surgery performed. It was all the working class. The politicians either attack us or they take credit for our work. What they say at a podium or in an Instagram reel has no bearing on the real world. The time for all optics and no substance is over. If they want to prove they're leaders, I want to see them in the streets. I want to see them on the defense line verifying, doing outreach, organizing workplaces. Working people are leaders in their own right. Our class produces all the leadership we need. Before the revolution, during the revolution, and after the revolution. We don't need saviors. We need to do what we do best. We get to work and get the work done by ourselves, with each other. Because like Gabe said, we aren't going back to business as usual. We're not having ICE run by the Democrats instead. That's not what we're doing. We're building a world post-ICE. We're building a world post-deportations. We're building a world post-genocide. We are building a world post-evictions and debt. We're building a world where we don't have to pick between paying medical bills or our rent. The ruling class wants to stop every single improvement of our lives and wants to take every single one of our rights away. They have put a barricade between us and every single one of our needs, and the only way we can get past them is through them. There is no perfect time to join the fight. The best time to join the fight was yesterday. The best time to join the fight was last week. The next best time is today. Because if we don't fight, we don't win. But if we dare to struggle, we dare to win. Long live the people of LA. Long live the immigrant intifada. And abolish ICE. Thank you all so much.
Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE!
Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE!
Said, we're all students of the struggle and we're getting ready to graduate. Just as he said, we're the ones that building bridges, we're the ones teaching kids, we're the ones cleaning up messes, because we're the working class, and there is no family bigger than the working class. There was someone in the crowd wearing a shirt that said, "Only you can prevent fascism." And we are exactly what we've been waiting for. Everyone right here, we are the solution right here. We're the ones that can bring the change that we know we need. We don't have to pick between rent and heating. We know that there's plenty of resources here because we created it. We know all the value in this country won't exist without our hands, without our expertise, without our technical skills, because we're the ones that have to work. We're the ones that create it. Without these billionaires, they would be nothing. Some people are so broke, all they have is money. So before we start marching, we're going to start lining up before the banners on your left. There's one more chant that we'll keep going. It's going to be in Spanish, so you might learn something today. La migra, policía, la misma porquería. La migra, policía, la misma porquería. The same old bullshit. La migra, la porquería. La migra, la policía, la misma porquería. Find some Latino right here. We're gonna learn some Spanish today, yo. We're gonna get marching. We're gonna let them know Providence takes the street. Because whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets?
Our streets.
Boo City!
Our city.
Boo City!
Our city.
Boo City!
Our city.
Boo City!
Our city.
Boo Streets!
Our streets.
Boo Streets!
Our streets.
Show me what community looks like! Show me what community looks like!
This is what community looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what community looks like!
This is what community looks like.
Show me what community looks like! Show me what community looks like! Show me what democracy looks like! Show me what democracy looks like! Watch my back, I'm on the red tack, you got my back! Watch my back, I'm on the red tack, you got my back! You got my back! You got my back! Watch my back, I'm under attack, you got my back!